Shane.
I have a toolkit that I brought in tacky glue, so.
Just a little bright, I noticed somebody was playing with the
Oh, actually, I fixed that too. I gotta pull that piece out, it's glued in. Duct tape. Put it together. He was here today.
It's like a skylight. So there's two things. Nice block. Well, the inside, the outside is white block. Kinsley, I don't know what she did to her.
Blues unit.
The inside is cracked. The outside, the
Camera
inside.
system all over the place. It's
Not on her bed.
red, it's recording. The LED falling down.
It's the pure.
It's the spotlight. We pull the plate up.
Council meeting has been called for September 8th, 2025 at 7 PM. May I get roll call?
Mayor Candace Machado,
Here.
Councilmember Deja Edwards,
Here.
Councilmember Greg Lustig,
Here.
Councilmember Alana Dino.
Here.
Councilmember Ernie Blackford,
Here.
Town Attorney Scott Murray,
Here.
Town Engineer Shane Porter,
Here.
Town Treasurer Lexi Erickson,
Here.
Chief of Police Mike Thompson,
Here.
Fire Chief Leo Lawson,
Here.
Public Works Director Robert Malone,
Here.
Town Clerk Janelle Conley, of the Domestic Assistance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Line item 1, consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Line item A, approval of minutes for August 2025, or excuse me, August 25th of 2025 regular meeting. Line item B, approval of bills, and line item C, approval of business license, Colorado Delta Mechanical Inc. Do I have a motion to approve?
I move.
Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor? Motion passes. Public comments. Line item 2, public comments. Do I have public comments? Ma'am, if you'll come up, state your name. We'll put 3 minutes on the clock for you, and President Edwards will put that up for you.
Mayor and Council, Jan Schoolcraft. I am not a resident of the town as I am here as an 8-year employee of the town. At the last council meeting, Madam Mayor, you implied that the town staff was uncomfortable with Jeremy Brown. As a town staff employee, I want to clarify that not only is that not the case, but when you stated that, you knew it was not true. Mr. Brown has never threatened the staff nor made the staff uncomfortable. He has always been very respectful and polite with the staff. And you, Madam Mayor, know that as you have asked town staff if they have been threatened or felt threatened by Mr. Brown and have been told no. Your actions have made the staff not only feel uncomfortable, but cause so much stress that we are at times fearful or overwhelmed with anxiety about coming to work. You chose to plant flags on government property and then move the flags and add banners to your office windows. As a result of your actions, I have been yelled at and berated by citizens. I have been told that I have no right being an employee of this town. I have had to change my routine going to the post office so as to avoid confrontations. I never know what I'm walking into each day. It is all dependent on what pot you have stirred with the Facebook posts or comments made in the latest council meeting. And when you saw the reaction of the town and the stress and anxiety to the employees, you refused to back down. I thought I was in a hostile work environment. I was wrong. I am in a mentally abusive work environment, and you are the bully. For the past 3 months, 40 hours a week, I have had your pride banners hanging in your office thrown in my face. You all know where my desk is. I don't have an office to escape to. Yet the mayor says if any of us are uncomfortable with a phone call or situation, we should disengage. I ask you, Madam Mayor, how am I supposed to disengage? You proudly state on your mayor page that you will not foster bullying or harassment of any kind. Does that not include mental harassment? You say you have moved forward and everyone else needs to move forward too. How am I to move forward when every day the first thing I see is the reminder that I don't know how bad it will be today? You constantly remind everyone of your 18 years as a social worker and your mental health background. Be the mental health advocate you so claim to be. Apologize to the citizens and the employees of the town, not only for the atmosphere that you have created, but for the thousands of dollars of taxpayer money that have been wasted on attorneys' fees to protect your personal agenda. Start the healing process by removing the banners facing the street and facing the employees. The only purpose they serve is to taunt the citizens and torture the employees. You have 2 options. You can continue being the bully, or remove the banners and promise not to put them or the flags back up and apologize.
Any additional public comments? Sir, if you'll come up, state your name, we'll put 3 minutes on the clock for you.
Ryan Perry, 324 Curtis.
Wow. Wow.
I cannot believe it. Finally, some more accountability, Mayor Machado. All right, I'd like to bring up a very important issue regarding restitution when property damage occurs in our town. As it stands, I'm not aware of any city ordinance that specifically requires restitution for property damage. This can create a gap where the victims may not receive compensation directly tied to an offense. One possible solution would be to look at whether our police officers could be deputized by the county sheriff. That way, in cases such as DUI incidences involving property damage, those cases could be charged through county court. In the county court, restitution is commonly included as part of the final judgment or sentence, which would ensure that victims are made whole. I'd ask the council to explore whether this is legally possible, and if so, what steps would need to be taken. Now I'd like to address something else that's been said about me that I haven't contributed to this community. I'd like to remind you of the work I did when Alex Cressy tragically died in the Platte River. I went before Casper City Council with the idea of putting throwback stations at every rapid in the kayak park, which led to the creation of the Respect Our River campaign and committee. Following Robert's Rules of Order, I pushed for mandatory life jackets from the Tate Pump House boat ramp to the Parkway Plaza boat ramp. But in that democracy, I didn't have the votes to make that mandatory. But our committee came together and agreed to set up life jacket stands. I put a suit and tie on, went to businesses to get their support, and went to schools to educate kids about river safety. I spent thousands of hours on this campaign. And to this day, not a single life has been lost in the kayak park. This committee earned recognition at level awards from the Wyoming Game and Fish, congressional awards from Washington, D.C., and recognition from Casper City Council. And most importantly, respect from our community. So when people say I haven't contributed, I respectfully disagree. I have been deeply invested in protecting lives and serving the community. And I'm here today with the same spirit, looking for solutions to keep our citizens safe and make our town stronger. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Chief Thompson, I know that Mr. Perry had emailed us and I had forwarded you the email and you had responded to Mr. Perry through the email. Can you explain your response that you had given in regards to the restitution?
about that in front of me, no, per se, but, so the restitution is governed by state statute. And with that, it's more up to the court really here, it says, to address, I will address the deputization. We are already deputized in the sheriff's office, but the DA's office won't prosecute. So like if we have an ordinance that mirrors the state statutes, like for DUI, so unless they get to like a second or third type of offense, typically the DA's office won't prosecute because we have our own ordinances, unless it reaches like felony level or something like that. So as far as restitution, it really more is on the court side of things through statute.
Thank you. Any additional public comments? Public comment?
She said public comment.
Sir, if you'll come up, state your name, your address.
I'm Wilbur Yankee. I've lived here in 421 Homes for 54 years. I can't hear anything you guys are saying because of my hearing aids. I think the comment period should be up to 5 minutes. I think the council is doing a good job, but it's a thankless job. No matter what you do, somebody isn't going to be happy. I've been around long enough, and I work for the town and garbage truck and snow plow and everything. You're not going to suit everybody. And for the pride flag, everybody they pay their taxes like everybody else. They should have a chance at everything. I have nothing against them. They deserve their equal time. There's a lot of things that I don't care for, but everybody has their own thoughts. So, like I said, it's a thankless job as council. If somebody does not like what the council's doing, sign up to try to be elected next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Last call, public comments. Public comments are closed. Line item 3, engineers report.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor and Council. Just have a couple things tonight in your packet. An application for payment number 2 for the Mystery Bridge and Wildcat Road Improvements Project. This is part of the Mesa grant. The total pay request for application number 2 is $426,418.48. That's for work completed and material delivered on site from August 1st through August 25th. We're holding 5% retainage for total retainage for this pay request of $21,320.93. So the total amount due for pay request number 2 is $405,097.55, and $21,320.93 will be placed in the joint retainage account. So with that, something brought to my attention tonight that I need to look into a little further. Just some questions on some of their unit pricing that I need to look into. So I'd recommend an approval of pay request number 2 conditioned on my further review of their couple of the items in their invoicing. If you're okay with that.
Any questions, Mr. Porter, on that?
Do you got a review?
Actually, some Fred brought up tonight, just some things on their invoicing that don't quite match the unit pricing. Their spreadsheet matches with our
I can't
estimate.
hear anything, so you
It
won't
matches the numbers, but their backup invoicing seems a little, it doesn't quite match dollar to dollar exactly. So I just need to look at something that's very much.
Any other questions? All right, do I have a motion to approve pay request number 2?
So moved with
Right.
those conditions.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
So on the same project, we have draw request number 2, before you tonight. Draw request number 2 is for reimbursement of invoices for design and construction engineering and Wayne Coleman Construction's pay application number 1 that you approved a month ago. We have to wait until we get the canceled checks back before we can submit for reimbursement on the grant. So the total of all the invoices for this draw request is $691,089.12. The grant covers 88%, so the total drawdown request is $608,158. Leaves a remaining balance on the grant of $8,335,165. The town will also receive additional reimbursement for these invoices from the 4 other parties that are involved in the grant: Advanced Casper, Mesa Solutions, True Land and Realty, and Hat 6 Wildcat LLC. The reimbursements from those 4 entities will total $76,365.35. So of the total $691,089.12, the town will ultimately be responsible for $6,565.35. So I recommend a motion to have the mayor sign and submit drawdown request number 2 for reimbursement.
Do I have a motion to approve the drawdown request for number 2 for the mayor to sign?
I move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
That's all I have tonight.
Do I have a motion to approve the engineer's report?
I'll motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Line item 4, executive session. Do I have a motion to go into executive session at 7:14 PM?
I'll motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Executive session at 7:14 PM.
Yeah.
Or will, you keep